Okay, sige, ito na yung heart ko. Kung sino mang may gusto dyan, saktan nyo na ako or what. That in itself is already an inspiration for me. That I've gone through a lot of pain in my life. And of course, not get away, girl! This 2020, every one of us in the whole entire world went through a lot. Guys, welcome back to my channel. The year 2020 is finally coming to a close. I know we have gone through so much challenge, so much unfortunate events and circumstances that we went through this year. But you know, we made it. We're here, December 2020. It's 2021 next month already. And I just feel like sharing these things. I know that a lot of us, including myself, we're so excited to set our goals. Na, okay, next year I will have abs na. Next year I'm gonna reach 1 million pesos. We buy our planners and all of these things. And I just feel like before that, I guess we have to look into the things that we have to complete before we get on to another task. That's why I am sharing these with you in the effort and in the hopes of encouraging you to complete all these things if you haven't yet. But of course, before that, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up para ma-discover na tayo, guys. And without further ado, let's get to the video. Number 1 on the list is the checkups and the annual exams that most of us have been putting off for a while now, even if we do have the insurance for it, and even if we don't, we have to make that a priority. I think 2020 made everyone realize the importance and the gravity and just the weight of health. Now we know that if our health is at risk, and if like now it's very much at risk, then there's nothing else. No one's gonna drive your Porsche, no one's gonna wear that Rolex, no one's gonna live in that mansion if you're not healthy and if you're not there anymore. I do encourage you to go to the doctor and go have a checkup. If you haven't used your insurance yet, please do use it. Just a day ago, I went to the doctor for blood work, and then the other week I went to the clinic also to complete my vaccines with Lore. Hi, Lore! Hi, Frenny! I'm a firm believer that prevention is better than cure. So now I understand that we are in a pandemic. I understand that, and a lot of us are scared to go to the doctor and actually be in the hospital. But you know, there are a lot of resources. There's telemedicine now. You can ask your doctor for consultation through Zoom or over the phone or wherever. If you have been feeling something, ayoko namang sabihin na put your life at risk, but if it's, you know, bothering you, if it's ruining your quality of life, and you know it might be something more serious, then go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. I believe a lot of hospitals now have really good protocols to keep us safe and away from the ones who are infected or the ones who have corona. Unfortunately, you still have to prioritize your health. Our other sickness are, you know, they're still there. They can still affect us. It's not only corona. Masyado na tayong nakafocus sa corona, and that's good that we're focused on that. But you know, we have other ailments as well. We have other issues in our health that we also need to look into and have it checked. So number 1, go to the doctor. If you haven't used your annual yet, your insurance, go use it. It's there for you. Sayang naman. Anong mas gusto mo? Mas magbayad ka pa ng mas malaki, mag-co-payment ka pa and stuff because hulumala na yung sakit mo or whatever. I really suggest that you go to the doctor, have it checked, telemedicine, whatever. Just have yourself checked before the year ends. So on the list is, I know, very simple, but I am sure that a lot of us fail to do this. Check the expiration dates of all the Lazada hauls that you did, of all the things that you bought, all these stuff that are sitting in your stash or whatever, your sunblock, your makeup, the food, your groceries, everything. Check the expiration date kasi magti-2021 na, guys, and baka expired na pala yung mga gamit natin at hindi natin nire-realize. Check the expiration date. Third one, medyo na-realize ko to before. I think it was 2016 when I realized this, but of course, I'm not so diligent at times. I try to be, but it's hard. Na-realize ko before, if companies do these monthly, quarterly reviews or whatever, and even yearly reviews, then I think we should also do it in our lives, you know? Like, I feel like our lives, it's like a big project that we have. It's a lifelong project. and that we always have to review it. Yes, we always want to evolve, we always want to make it better, to make our lives better. But I guess it's also very important to take a step back and also do like a physical check or like a year-end review of what happened in your life. A lot of things are under this, and there's like countless things that have to be reviewed in our life. But one thing that I am so happy I fixed today, just kanina, no, it's already 4 a.m. today. Yes, it's 4 a.m. I'm shooting this. Oh no, it's 4:49 a.m. One thing that I've been putting off for so long is my pag-ibig. So I left the Philippines to seek employment overseas. So my pag-ibig changed. And sobrang tagal ko nang pinuput off, and I wanted to invest in pag-ibig MP2. And you can't invest in Pag-ibig MP2 if you are not an active member. So I was like, okay, I have to fix this, and I kept putting it off, and I kept putting it off, and now it's December, and I'm so happy that I finally did it. Thank you, God. So that's just like one of the things that I wanted to accomplish. Very little tasks, but if I don't do it, then I'll never do it. You know, it's never gonna benefit me. Sayang naman yung iba kong ininvest before with my other employments. Also, under that, I still have to fix my SSS, my PhilHealth, all these government stuff, adulting stuff. We're trying to be responsible adults here. Also, if there's anything that you need to fix with the bank, with your insurance policies, usually they change, all these policies change when it's already the new year, the interests or your claims or whatever. Make sure to fix that. You can call your agent, you can call, which I have to do also. Hi, Ate Crizel, if you're watching. And especially your debts, if you have any debts, then I highly suggest that you pay it full. If you have the money, wag ka munang mag-haul, wag ka munang mag-Lazada haul, wag ka munang mag-12-12, whatever. Pay yourself first, and then reward yourself later. You know, there's many things under this, but these are just the examples that I do when I do like a year-end review of my life. I don't do it all the time, but I try to, teka lang, ano nga ba yung mga nakakalimutan ko? Alin nga ba yung mga kailangan kong i-enroll? Ano kailangan kong ayusin? Para, you know, you can face the new year with a fresh start na you're already ready. You've done all the taxing work, yung parang very little tasks pero sobrang dami nakakaloka. And by the way, shout out to Pag-ibig, sobrang dali. They're very responsive and I was so surprised that they're very responsive to emails. It's like a 24-hour turnaround time for them. Very concise, very easy to understand all the instructions that they send you. So if you are an OFW and you're watching this, or even if you are not, and you want to also invest in Pag-ibig and look into your contributions again, that I highly suggest that you just email them. I will link it in the description box below. You can just email them. They're super duper nice, and I was so surprised. I did not expect this. You know what I mean? But hats off to Pag-ibig. Okay, so as I was saying, like, if we fix all these things that we have been putting off for so long, na, you know, in the back of your heart, it keeps bothering you, then kapag natapos mo na, it's just, I don't know, I feel like a baby, or I feel like parang girl na, okay, I'm ready for the next task. Okay, what's next? And it makes you feel more productive kasi you have accomplished something that you had to accomplish for so long, and then finally you did it, and that's what I feel right now. So I encourage you that if you have some things that you still have to fix, especially adulting responsibilities, and I highly encourage you to do it now. Do it now before the year ends. I'll give that to you as your deadline so that you can face the new year with a fresh start. Alam niyo naman sa channel ko, I really like sharing medyo personal stuff. As in, I have no problem sharing. Actually, whenever I meet people for the first time, I always want to ask this question. So what's your story? Ganun lagi. Like, hindi ko gusto yung mga shallow conversations. I mean, that's fine, but that's one of the things that turns me off. But of course, I understand not everyone is like me, not everyone is like you. So I understand, it's just, you know, that's just how I am. So since I love sharing, fourth one is something that I learned from my community, my Zoomustahan community from the feast. I'm so happy that I met them. We've only met once, but I feel like I have a new sisterhood, a new community, and I super prayed to have a community from the feast. And I'm so happy that God granted it right away through Sister Trina, Sister Mabel, Sister Sans, and Sister Nikki. Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much. Sila po ang dahilan na umabot ako sa 500 subscribers. When we all met virtually, I was under 500. Before we ended, Sister Nikki was like, o diba kanina 400 something ka lang? O ngayon 500 na. So thank you so much. You know how much this means to me. It's just really nice to have someone who truly believes in you and encourages you and actually does something for you. You know, parang, I don't deserve this. I'm really thankful, especially Sister Trina. She encouraged me to create a Facebook page, and now I have a Facebook page. I have like 200 likes there. So thank you so much to everyone who has liked the page already. And if you haven't, it's on my banner. You can just click the Facebook icon and then it will direct you to my Facebook page. So anyway, yung isa sa nakuha ko from our talk, we were reflecting on the homily and the talk from the feast. We were given 5 questions, and 2 of the questions we would have to reflect on throughout the week were, number 1 is reflect on who you should forgive before the year ends, and number 2, who do you have to ask forgiveness from. So medyo mabigat po, no? Pero I think it's a really nice thing to reflect on. If you have a group, your group of friends, I think it's a really nice topic to talk about. Kesa pag-usapan lang natin ng ibang tao, why don't we look into ourselves and influence all our other friends to do the same? Kasi I've gone through a lot of circumstances in my life. I've gone through a lot of pain in my life, and without the grace of God and without the grace of God, I wouldn't be like this. I would be hateful, I would be insecure, I wouldn't be like this. Of course, I'm always jolly and stuff, but I wouldn't be as positive as I am now. I've gone through a lot of difficulties throughout my life, especially when I was in college, but the thing that definitely freed me from that and what made me the person I am today is when I finally chose to forgive. Because, as what Brother Bo said in one of his preachings, he said, and this changed my life. Kasi I'm also reading ang dami kong commercial, no? Pero sorry, I am reading a book now. It's by Marie Forleo, and it's called Everything is Figure-Outable. And in one of the pages there, she was talking about beliefs. And she said, once you change your belief, you are going to change your life. And I super agree with that, because before I thought forgiveness was a feeling. Like, pag feel ko na kasi it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel genuine. I don't feel it in my heart to forgive. So why will I forgive? But then Brother Bo preached that forgiveness is not a feeling. It is a decision. And I would like to also quote Coach Reza. I watched this. It's a talk on her Facebook page. I will try to link it down below. The title of the talk is Waiting on Forgiveness. And sorry, I have to read it here. Before we delve into it more, I will do what Coach Reza did. She defined forgiveness first. So ano nga ba ang forgiveness? Let's define forgiveness for just a second here. Sabi, forgiveness is a conscious, deliberate, and it is a decision. So, tama yung sinabi ni Brother Bo na it's not a feeling, it's a decision that you make. When I realize that not forgiving people just imprisons you, it burdens you, it is a heavy feeling inside. Sabi nga ni Coach Reza, unforgiveness is one of the biggest blocks to experiencing true joy and true freedom in one's life. And of course, I want to experience true freedom. I want to experience true joy. And when I finally decided to forgive, it just freed me. I became more appreciative of other things. Like, sometimes you don't know that it's this loud voice in your heart or in your subconscious. You don't even realize until you remove it from your system. And that's what happened to me. That's why I am also encouraging you guys now to reflect. I'm not saying na, okay, you have to forgive na kasi hindi ganyan yung forgiveness. No. What I'm trying to encourage you to do is to reflect. I think malaki talaga ang nagagawa ng reflecting. You can write your thoughts on paper, or you can go to your garden, go to the farm, or whatever, however you want to reflect. You have to have that time with yourself and with God. If you haven't decided to follow God yet, I am in no way forcing you to. So maybe right now, just have a relationship with yourself first. And then start from there, okay? But, ito din yung question ko kay Sis Trina. Hi, Sis Trina! Sabi ko, Sis Trina, kasi there's one person that I've already forgiven. Like, wala na akong bad whatever. Like, I've forgiven this person already. And, you know, I wish the best para sa kanya and everything. But then I was like, but should I still be a friend? Does forgiveness mean reconciliation? See, right now, I'm reflecting on it. I've forgiven this person, pero does it mean we have to be friends? Okay, let's just put it this way. I just feel like if I continue with a friendship, my values will be compromised and my faith will be compromised as well. So I was like, Sis Trina, I don't know what to do. And then she was like, no, wag na. If na-forgive mo na, no na. Because, and I really love that Sis Trina, you know, affirmed me. And I remembered this preaching of Brother Audie. Hi, Brother Audie, if you're watching. I wonder if you're watching, but thank you if you're watching. I remember he was talking about how to love yourself. He mentioned that you have to set boundaries. Tapos sabi ko, ano ibig sabihin ng set boundaries? Ganyan. So, binalikan ko yung notes ko, guys, para sa inyo. At para na rin sa akin. Kasi, okay, paano kasi pag yung question is, okay, I'm gonna forgive this guy who hurt me, who's been abusing me and everything. Sobrang martyr ko na. So, does that mean if I forgive him, I have to be with him again? Kailangan tanggapin ko lahat ng abuso na binibigay niya sa akin? Ganyan. No, okay? No. If he's hurting you like that, then of course not. Get away, girl! Yeah, I'm gonna read, ha? So, sabi ni Brother Audie, you have to set boundaries. Hindi naman tayo martyr here, guys. Sabi niya, don't give access to all the parts of your life. Kasi, oo nga naman, even me, sometimes I get so tired. Like, I'm super duper jolly, ganyan. Like, I'm very sociable. But there would be times that I get tired. Na parang, worth it pa ba? Parang, like, sometimes, parang mas inuuna ko pa yung iba at the expense of, like, my happiness or my health. Before I was like that, na parang, na-realize ko, shucks, nakakapagod, ayoko na. Kasi, sabi ni Brother Audie, not everyone who is good to you is good for you. Ang ganda, di ba? Oh my gosh, ang ganda no, na not everyone who is good to you is good for you. Let's say, ice cream, you know, ice cream, it makes you feel so good. It's so good to you. It makes you feel better. It gives you such comfort, ganyan. But it's so full of sugar, which is bad for you if it's too much, right? Even medicine, like too much medicine, like yung medicine for yourself. Ako, I try not to take as much medicine kasi my dad would always say, don't drink a lot of medicine, ganyan. Kasi it's gonna be bad for your kidneys. Like, it's good for your other parts, but it's also bad for your kidneys. You know what I mean? Sabi rin ni Brother Audie, you have to protect your peace, you have to protect your joy, you have to protect your heart. Sabi nga daw sa Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23, you only have one heart. Guard it, protect it. Fragile talaga ang mga hearts natin. You have to protect it. Hindi yung, okay, sige, ito na yung heart ko. Kung sino mang may gusto dyan, saktan nyo na ako or whatever. No, it's not like that, girl. You have to protect your heart. You have to protect yourself. If you don't function well, then you're gone, girl. Like, wala na. Oh, medyo mag-self-preservation ka sa part na yan. So, ayun guys, sorry, medyo napahaba ang chikahan natin dyan. But this is just an encouragement to you that if you have someone to forgive and someone you have to ask forgiveness from, then I really, really hope that you can reflect on it this week and just try because it's for you. Hindi yan para sa kanya. Hindi yan para sa kanya. Like, okay, bonus na, para sa kanya din yan. Pero most of all, it's for yourself. You have to forgive to release yourself from the pain, from the guilt, from the shame, from the burden, everything. Para maging happy ka na lang. Yung magti-2021 na, aren't you happy that you're alive right now? Tapos hindi ka pa mag-forgive. Mag-forgive ka na! And of course, lastly, is to celebrate your small and big wins. And of course, also the in-betweens. This 2020, every one of us in the whole entire world went through a lot. Unemployment, death, separation, anxiety, panic attack, depression, lahat na. I don't think walang tao na hindi nalungkot this year. Grabe yung challenges. And just the mere fact that we are still here, that God blessed us so much by being alive right now. He woke us up today. Hello, God is in control. God can opt not to wake us up, but He did. And He did until December. Imagine, hopefully, God willing, makarating pa tayo so many years after this. Just celebrate that. Celebrate your accomplishments, but most importantly, to count our blessings. Count our blessings, to be grateful. I would always say hashtag, a grateful heart is a happy heart, because it is true. Once you're grateful about the things that are around you, you become happier. Kasi sometimes, of course, I'm human. I'm not like this all the time. I'm positive or whatever. I'm still human, guys. Whenever I don't practice an attitude of gratitude, then, uy, natawid ko yung tude na yun. I feel like life is so much harder. Like, I'm not content with the things I have. I would always try to have more material things. All these stuff that aren't really necessary for me in this life. Parang it's just a sad life for me whenever I'm not grateful for what I have. But I find that once I try to look at things in a perspective wherein I am grateful, where I'm thankful for all that I have, that God has been so gracious to me. Even if I've sinned so many times, He still continues to bless me, my family, my friends, my loved ones, my channel. Alam mo yon, parang ang sarap lang to live our lives and to bring impact to other people's lives as well. Parang may ripple effect siya na feeling, ganun. And for me, I just feel like celebrating our wins, no matter how big or no matter how small, it makes us kinder and gentler to ourselves. Na I feel like society always says that, no, you have to push, no, you have to ganyan, no, you have to have the grit, no, you have to be resilient. Yung mga ganyan, right? Like, rah, 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 ganyan. But we sometimes forget to be kind to ourselves, to be gentle with ourselves. And we all deserve that. I deserve that. You deserve that. Because it's already so cruel out there. Life is already hard as it is. Don't make it harder for yourself by being hard on yourself. You know what I mean? So, celebrate your life. Celebrate your wins. Be kind to yourself. Be gentler to yourself. And when I practice that, it just gives me a boost of confidence. That it feels like, okay, I'm ready to take on another challenge. Just the fact that you celebrate wins, it makes you think, or it gives you that boost of confidence that yes, I can do more because I was able to do all these things. That means I can do better. I can challenge myself more, you know. Just the mere fact that you are looking at your wins, no matter how big or small, that in itself is already an inspiration for me that I can do more. Like this one, I've reached 500 subscribers. To other people, it's very small. Sometimes I feel like it's very small. But if I choose to celebrate that, oh my gosh, I have 500 subscribers. Imagine I only had 30 before I only had 0. And that means I'm capable. That means, wow, I can do pala, I can do this pala, I can do more, I can grow this channel. If you celebrate that you've done 500 jump ropes, you'll be more kind to yourself. Na, okay, next time I can add 100 more or 200 more. It makes you set goals that are realistic and smart. You know the SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Tama ba? Baka malagot ako sa professor ko nung college. But you know what I mean? Hindi yung every single time na lang na it's a new year, you will set goals that are so hard to attain, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do 1,000 sit-ups, or I'm gonna have abs right away in January, ready for Boracay, kasi Boracay is open already. The kind of goals that make you beat up yourself for it if you don't attain it. Kasi it wasn't realistic in the very beginning, you know? It makes you hate yourself at the end because you weren't able to do it. And even in the process of accomplishing that goal, you hate yourself, you know? So that's why I feel like it's very important to celebrate yourself and to be kind and to be gentle with yourself because you deserve it. And guys, nilagay ko talaga dito ito kasi it's also one of the challenges that I face throughout my life. It's so hard for me to commit. I will start something and then in the middle of it, I'll say, bye, I don't want this anymore, blah, blah, blah. It's a message for me and a message to you to don't quit, just commit. If you really want to do something, if you want to live this kind of life or achieve a certain goal, go mo lang, tuloy-tuloy mo lang. It's your own journey. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't quit. Just commit to yourself and commit to the Lord all that you do in your life, and He will accomplish it for you. He will do everything. If it's according to His will, He will make it possible for you, because nothing is impossible with God. That is it, guys, for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I encouraged you in some positive way. You know that this channel is a space for us to learn from each other, to share stories, share our knowledge, and I really do hope that I'm making some impact in your life in a positive way. If you like this video, please do hit that thumbs up button down there, and of course subscribe to my channel, because you know that it keeps me going, just inspires me to do more videos like this. I hope you will be able to reflect this weekend, and that you will be able to find that part in your heart to forgive, because you are capable of it. You just don't know now, but once you reflect, you know that you can. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much. Stay safe and healthy. God bless!